Hi, I'm Shaken Gaming. This will be my most boring video for a while, but nevertheless very important. I've been asked a lot because I'm making this rune guide for all characters with the recommendations, and I get a lot of questions on why the critical hit chance damage set should be preferred in most cases. And to showcase a bit on why I made this graph and some pointers, and I'm going to talk you over it. First up, you see all the possible damage sets out here. We have 3 times critical hit chance with critical hit chance in the southern rune, 3 critical hit chance critical damage south, and so on and so on. All the variations are here. As you can see on the vertical, it's a damage multiplier. So the further we go up, the more damage your abilities will do. In the bottom, there's added critical hit chance from gear, passives, and secondary rune stats. So the higher you go up on percentages, the more often you will crit. And because you have various combination of sets out here and southern runes, these don't increase equally much depending on how much critical hit chance you have. The lowest critical hit chance character in the game without any critical hit chance on secondaries on the set is Yogi. Yogi will have 16% critical hit chance on top of the sets. So this is the same. Let me rephrase that. If we look at the bottom one, that's CC, CD, CD South. So he gains 8% critical hit chance from the set. So it's actually 16 plus 20 plus 8 gives 24%. You have to calculate this in on each set, because the one that gives the most is of course 3 times CC with CC South, and that gives 31 plus his 16, but it's the same. Yogi will be here. It's 0 CC on secondaries. That will place him here, disregarding which set he uses. And then you can see how much damage will Yogi do. And there's a big jump from 1.25 to 1 point something like 37. That's a big jump, but of course the further we go out, the bigger the jump. But as you can see, critical hit chance with damage and critical damage on the southern rune will be best up to 74% critical hit chance. Above that, critical hit chance and critical damage set will take over and be superior for the rest of the way. But that leaves out more or less everything else to critical hit chance and damage. And then let's look at which characters or who is realistically going over 75%. We have Sharp with max passive that gives him plus 30 crit chance. If he have 6 3-dot purple runes and each of them have max roll of critical hit chance on every single roll, Sharp will achieve just around 85% critical hit chance. he can even go higher if you buff him on top of that with critical hit chance buff. Then he can reach up to 115, but it's a waste above 100. But realistically, even sharp is not going to 85. Most people won't have more than maybe, if they really try hard, around this mark with sharp, around 75, 74. And that's if you have good runes with good critical hit chance rolls on them. If not, you're below this line. The realistic area for most characters is this. So at these levels, there's absolutely no doubt that the critical hit chance, critical damage set with critical damage on south is far superior to all the others. And even if you get high, then still in most cases the critical hit chance the critical hit chance damage set with critical damage on south will be superior. So this is for reference on what I'm using on my rune guide. If you're curious and you haven't seen any of my rune guides yet, there's a link in the description where you can find them. And I also made a Discord now you can join if you want to discuss rune sets, because of course the rune guides I make are not the truth. It is a good guess and my suggestion to how you should do it, but I could be wrong here and there, and maybe you can make it better. Come discuss with me. Like if you like, subscribe if you like, don't if you don't. See you around. Have a great day.